The next question. The city's aquatics task force reviewed the current state of aquatics facilities in El Segundo and recommended a replacement pool or reconstruction of the plunge. They also looked at upgrades to the smaller community pools. Plaza El Segundo donated $1.5 million toward improvements. What would you like to see done to improve the aquatics facilities in El Segundo? Mr. Georgious.
Thank you. I like swimming, I like pools. And I feel that we certainly need upgrades on the pools. I like taking my children there, and also surrounding facilities such as restrooms. The problem is we have to have an eye on maintenance of these facilities, because everything seems, once it's installed, has a gradual degradation. And with it, we have to have a plan that continues to maintain if we are to place new pools, and certainly with the desired use, they will definitely need maintenance, and we need to find the ways we can have everything and make it economically possible. Thank you.
Thank you. Next question. If you are elected or re-elected, what is the single most important city council action you will try to bring about, and why? And we're going to start with Mr. Georgious.
Thank you. I feel we have to find ways to make sure that money is wisely spent, that we don't. What was I going to say? We don't get that we're very careful upon where we appropriate money, and the fact that we have a surplus. We have to maintain that we keep that surplus as best we can. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question. Recognizing that the business community generates the majority of city revenue, what strategies would you support to retain and encourage business development? Mr. Georgious.
Thank you. Well, I think first and foremost we have to maintain ways we keep businesses happy. For example, if we have to look at trade papers and to see and to get an idea of what they're thinking, because quite frankly, I think if a business has an opportunity to save money and go elsewhere, we have to make sure that we can work and adapt ways to keep them here, and ways, and I'm not saying give away everything, but to make it to their financial benefit to stay on with us and to stay in the area. We have to make sure that their needs are met, and that we're competitive in every way to keep them here. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question. There has been interest in building a new privately run and financed senior assisted living facility in El Segundo. A possible location for this facility is the Imperial Avenue School. Would you support the rezoning and development of this site? Mr. Georgious.
Thank you. I'm very much for a senior assisted facility. God willing, we all grow old and stay as healthy as we can. And but as to where its placement is, that definitely has to be researched and figured out where it would be of the most benefit, and particularly because the areas would need certain facilities like healthcare facilities that would be of benefit to the facility. So location is important, and it has to be determined where would be the best place to put it. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question. With several major projects having come on stream in the last 5 years, The city has seen a tremendous amount of development activity. Do you think the activity level has been too high, too low, or just right? Would you support additional major projects planned for the city, or do you want to slow down the rate of growth? And growth is highlighted. Mr. Georgious.
Thank you. I think with any project that comes into the city, we have to look at it as where is it going to possibly improve our situation? And that would be in the ways of traffic, for example. If a project gets put together, we have to make sure that traffic runs smoothly through it, and that it is the proper fit for the area. And it all comes together with planning and proper planning. And as far as the size of the project, any size as long as it makes sense. Thank you.
Thank you. I think this will be the last question because we're at 7:35. How would you revitalize the Smoky Hollow area, the area between Grand and El Segundo Boulevard? And would you support mixed-use, residential and commercial development? Mr. Georgious.
Thank you. I'm for mixed use in the area. However, I don't know who would live in there and how mixed use would come about in that area. I don't see it as like a downtown LA or a New York City style living, albeit very low rise. If it works in the way that it doesn't force traffic and parking problems, I think it's a possibility. Thank you.
Thank you. And that would be the end of the questions. Each candidate now will have 2 minutes for a closing statement. We're starting in reverse order. Mr. Georgious.
Thank you. And thank you all for sticking through this event and for coming out and giving us an opportunity to speak with you. Very interested in getting in and getting into work to see what I can do and to hear from the folks of El Segundo what needs to be done, and that we can work together. My ability to keep in touch with you to make sure that the lines of communication are always open, and that we're able to feed back to you what exactly is going on. There's a lot of work to be done, a lot of scrutiny certainly I would be under to make sure that I live up to your expectation. And like I said, I'm looking to work throughout the city and see what is needed in each department and what can practically be done. Other than that, I humbly ask for your vote April 8th to serve as your next city councilman. Thank you.
Thank you.